Welcome back to Full Circle with Mwikali. How you doing? 111 That's the way you can talk to us. Comment, send in your feedback, send in your questions. And for this particular segment, please send in all your questions because we're talking about you getting and building your dream home. It's time for Business Circle. What do you need to know? What do you need to know before you build your dream home? That is what we're talking about today, and having this conversation with us, two gentlemen from the Eastwood Build Group. So we'll find out what that group does and how they will help us build our dream home. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Maybe you can start by introducing yourself. We'll start with you and then we'll go to Dennis.
Okay, my name is Arnold Moridi. I'm a director at Eastwood Build Group. Eastwood Build Group is a construction company. It started way back in 2015. Yeah, so we've been in the industry. We've been bringing the new trends in the industry to incorporate in there and match with the existing industry and maybe competitive. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Dennis Okech. I'm the project manager at Eastwood Build Group.
Okay.
Yes.
So does Eastwood cater for everybody? Am I the kind of group that will build houses so that we can move in? Do you work with individuals or just companies? How does it work?
Well, we work with both. We work with the individuals. We do also developments for companies. If they need offices, for example. Yeah, so we are all around, yeah. We deal with all of them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So as an individual, I can come to you, be like, nisaidie nitafadhali.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
so we're looking at the things that I, as a young person, needs to know before I build my home. So where do we even start with that conversation? What are the basics of starting the journey of building my dream home, Dennis?
The journey to starting your dream home would start with you, first of all, consulting what is called an architect.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you provide that or do I have to come with my own?
We do provide.
So this is Nikki Kuja, everything is here.
Okay, Kuja.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the architects.
You come down. If you have your own, that's fine.
Okay.
If you can get your own, that's okay. If you come to us, of course, we'll sit you down with our in-house architect. You sit down with them and you tell them what you want, which is what we call a brief. You give them a brief of what you want. You tell them, I want my house to be like this number of bedrooms, this number of bathrooms, this size of kitchen. If just tell them exactly what you want.
Okay.
And then they'll be able to guide you and explain to you. If you have a budget, they will help you understand just how exactly they can fit that into the whole scheme.
Okay.
If you don't, they can again guide you and tell you if this is the kind of project that you have, then it will probably cost you around this much money.
Okay.
So the first step is to sit down with an architect.
I like that you listen to the idea first before unasema mtu anaingia na mzee, uko na pesa ngapi ndio tujue ni nyumba gani tuko nayo hapa. So it's important for someone to come in and it's a dream home, and sometimes we dream big. So for that to be hard fast, and then nielezewe hii pesa uko nayo, that maybe tutoe hizi bathroom 7 tuweke bathroom 3. You understand what I mean? So I think that's a beautiful thing. So what happens next after that? So my budget and your ideas, the idea with the architect and my idea and the money ziko in line.
Yes.
What now?
Okay, after that, you go to a design phase, whereby...
so this is assuming I already have like a piece of land somewhere.
Yes.
That is also... Do you guys do that as well?
No.
No. Okay. Hakuna broti maguta. So I come with my own piece of land.
Yes.
So, okay, cool. The architect is done.
Yeah, so you enter into the design phase, where the architect now does a proposal. Based on your concept or your ideas of your dream home. So the architect will do a proposal, he will present to you, you will discuss, you will say maybe move this one here, do this, do that. And after the proposal now, the architect gets into the working drawings now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you will produce the real drawings, sizes of the rooms, dimensions and all that. And then after that, you engage a structural engineer, because now that is the structural work.
Yes.
You engage a structural engineer. In all this time, they are all working together. Because in these design meetings, the structural engineer
is also part of it.
Yes, is part of it, because some things, just to make everything practical. Yeah, so for us, what we do is we involve everyone so that we save on time, so that we build something that is practical, or that is practical according to the client's ideas. We don't have to change this, we don't have to give a bigger structures, maybe in terms of columns and all that. So we work with our architect, we tell them this is what is possible, this is what is not possible, and the client as well in the design phase. So after the design phase is done from the architect, the structural engineer does the structural drawings or a structural design. Yeah, after now the structural engineer is done, you bring in a quantity surveyor.
Is this, when you talk about the structural design, is it like those miniature little buildings that are put together? This is just drawing on paper with the dimensions that are exactly what will be put on ground?
Yeah, that is what will be put on ground.
I was already seeing a little house that I can keep as a memento later. Okay. Yeah. So when that happens, after you're done with the structural engineer, what happens next?
After you're done with the structural engineer, now the quantity surveyor comes in. He takes off the measurements, does the quantities and puts in the rates. That will give you now a round figure of what you expect to spend in the project. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one, the architect gave you maybe around the budget. Okay. But now you'll get a clearer picture of what we are expecting. So for us at Eastwoods, what we do, the architectural part of it, we don't only do the plans and the normal elevations and all that. We create also a 3D kind of model.
That's the one I was talking about. Yes. Kumbe inaitwa 3D, niache kuita vitu zingine.
So hiyo itakuonyesha, it will show you in a good view of how your house will look like. Yes. We'll walk you through inside the house. If it's an apartment, apartment for example, you'll see inside with the visual is very good. And you can change now a few things there. You can feel the space like you're inside your room. Yeah, so basically that is what we do, for just to make you feel that you're comfortable before we start laying that foundation stone. Okay. Yeah, so after that, now after the quantifying by the QS, now that's where you engage now a contractor, and this is the most important part. Yes. Yeah.
Why? Hapo ndio tunachezangwa.
Hapo ndio sasa huwa mnachezwa kwa sababu I think I've had many people complain outside there that I don't know, I brought in this contractor and then sijui akanifanyia kazi mbaya, this and that, akatoroka na pesa. And let me tell you something. The problem with people is this. Yes. That people will always go for the cheap. Okay. You know, I don't know what is wrong with people. They always go for the cheap.
Kamfuko kanaleta shida.
Kamfuko kanaleta shida, but I would advise this. Okay. First thing, what you should look for is not the lowest. Okay, that is understandable, but first look at what this person can offer, what this company can offer. Those should be the first questions. And if you are comfortable with what they are offering, now go for the price. Tell them this is high, you know, reduce a bit. Yeah. Now so you negotiate on the price.
On the price.
Yes. After.
So don't go directly to who is the lowest, the cheapest constructor. Yes. Just look around and see what it is. Even the lowest, angalia to what their previous works looks like.
Exactly.
Then whatever you find that you like, then wewe na ile kamfuko inasumbua kidogo, jitete.
Jitete sasa.
Kwa huyu mwenye ako afadhali.
Yes.
There's also like a misconception when it comes to like young people. And maybe Dennis, you can help me with this. Wanafikiria kujenga is for the old. You have to be uko 30, 45 for you to... So they will live their life first lane and getting in money without, you know, thinking about settling down or for the future, getting a house, you know, staying away from paying rent. What would you say to them this morning about that?
I would say it is a misplaced misconception, because as it is currently, we happen to have 2 clans, both of them in their mid-20s.
Nice.
Yeah, and people slowly, young people are starting to realize that this is not the case. That it's
not an old man's.
It's not an old man's job. It's not your dad's. It's not your dad who should be engaging in construction. It should be you. Yeah, it should be you. And so young people are waking up to that fact, and more of them are starting to get into construction. And they're not just doing. Of course, everybody has their own
plans,
their own budget.
Yes.
And for example, if I'm to look at the 2 clans I'm speaking about, that from like 2 different backgrounds, but they're all at this place where they have come to appreciate and realize that, you know, the time is now really to get into construction.
Yes.
Okay. And they're doing it, and they're building their dream homes, and we're helping them, and we're happy, and they are happy.
Yeah.
And so, historia, you know, I'll start construction once I hit 40, or says wacha nichape sherehe. Yeah, you know, you start now. That's what we can say. Start now. If you're able to get a bit of money together, answer a foundation, come to us. If you can't get to us, talk to, you know, someone in the industry.
Do something about
Do
it.
something about it.
Don't wait
you
until
know.
you're old. And mimi kwa sababu na wajali. When we come back from this short commercial break, I want to know if they will allow us in our mid-20s, 30s, tulipe kidogo kidogo wakituwekea foundation, tunarudi 6 months later, tunaambia simamisha hii column, you know. We'll find out about all of that after this very short commercial break. But please send in all your questions, anything you building your dream home. These are the gentlemen to answer them for you. 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. It's going to cost you a shilling. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. We will be right back. Welcome back to Full Circle. On Business Circle this morning, we're talking about you building your dream home and what you need to do. We have Dennis and Adult from Eastwood Build Group, and they are just giving us the pointers. Now, before we went on the break, I was very curious to find out if kuna program ya kulipa. Kwa sababu, the reason I'm asking this is, listen to this question. Morning Wikali, I hear msafanue kama ni ukweli. I hear drawing a house plan in itself is already quite expensive. How much do they draw a plan with? So huyu hata kwa kuchora already there's a notion that it's very expensive. So maybe you can answer this and tell us also if there's a payment plan for, you know, us young people, because we want to get to nasikia venye nasema us. Yeah. So
I would say yes, and I would say no to the question of whether or not a building plan is expensive.
Quite expensive. That is the word.
Quite expensive. Okay. It is a bit pricey. Most people do not realize just how, I don't want to say expensive, but it's a bit costly.
It's a bit costly.
It's a bit costly.
Do we have a range? Do you have a range for maybe a simple basic, maybe 2-bedroom house?
There's a range. There's a formula that is used to calculate that.
Oh, there is.
There is a formula.
Okay, that is encouraging. It's not top of head.
No, it's not. It's not just that ancestors wanakuambia ulipisha huyu 3,000.
Yes.
No,
okay.
there's a range. There's a range. It's a scientific formula that is approved by the relevant bodies to be used. Yeah, so it's right. What they tell you,
it's regulated.
It's regulated.
Okay.
It's very hard to just someone to pull out a figure off the top of their head.
Okay.
So people don't realize that it costs that much.
Okay.
Yeah, people assume it's in the drawings too. Why is it? you know.
Is it in the hundreds of thousands?
It
Where
can,
is it?
because it really boils down to what is it exactly that you want to put up.
Okay.
You see, if someone wants to put up a 3-bedroom house uko Kiambu, and another one wants to do a 7-bedroom house in Runda, it's not the same.
Oh, so even the region matters.
Yes.
So mimi huku Kamulu, nikienda Machakos, huko it will be probably cheaper than whoever is putting up the same 3-bedroom house in Runda.
Not so much location as size,
as
scale,
the size.
and scale.
Okay.
And scale.
Yeah.
You wanted to add on something?
I think what Dennis is also saying is that
Yes.
if you look at the kind of buildings that are coming up at Runda and those that are at Kamulu, you expect that person at Runda will expect more in terms of quality.
Okay.
In terms of what is currently going on
In the market.
Yeah, so you will have to keep to update yourself to do that design. You have to look here and there. Yeah.
But I also I'm encouraged when you say it's regulated.
Yeah, it's
That
regulated.
it's not random. So
Yes.
when you come up with that plan, just be prepared. It's a bit expensive, as they've said, because probably most of the times we are not told about it. So
Yes.
it just hits you.
People, it's not so much they're not told as they don't find out. You know,
They don't know.
they don't know. Okay,
Tujui
yes.
tu.
They are sawa. So it's good to find out.
Yes.
And then those people ni wa Kenya too. So just sit down, don't run away.
Okay.
You know, don't run away. Sit down and negotiate, because in the end, and I can assure you, in the end, it will be totally worth it.
Okay.
Talking to a consultant, talking to an architect, a professional, in the end, it will be worth it.
Okay.
I can guarantee you that.
We can't ignore that we also have people who've built their houses. Ile najua ule alijengeanga nani ule foreman. Najua na alikuja na ule mtu mwingine wa mkono. Na mimi niko na idea kangu nataka nini. So you know, there's also, we can't ignore that there's that is happening. And then there's Eastwood. What would make me choose this over uyo mwenye alijengea my neighbor? What is that? What is that different? What is that thing that will make me choose this over the other one?
Okay. To begin with, you said a foreman. Yeah. And according to that description,
Yes.
which I've heard from many people, is that you know, that person will not make you know, as a historian, first of all, I will listen to you.
Okay.
I will make a design according to your concept.
Okay.
I will not make my own design to please you.
Which is probably what the foreman will do.
Yes, which is what now the foreman will do.
Yes.
Now, if you look at it, for me, I will listen to your ideas. I will make a proposal for you. We'll discuss. The foreman will tell you, I have an idea. I know what I did for the other person. But does that idea match your ideas? Again, that is only design. Come to construction. I will have more quality control than that foreman. I will assure you that your project will be completed.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you have no guarantee this person will complete your project. For me, I will get into a contract. I will have more quality control.
Yeah.
You'll be there. Yeah, you have all the rights to say this is wrong. Yes, but once you start doing that to the foreman, they will run away.
There's security with Eastwood.
There is security, exactly. That is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
There
I
is
like
security,
it. I like
yes.
it. We have questions for you. Watu wamedecide kujenga manyumba, and I like it. Morning, Wikali. Quick question: do the guys help in getting the licenses za kanjo and the paperwork involved, or one sorts themselves out?
A quick yes on that. We do help with the relevant statutory approvals. If you let us, of course.
Yes.
Yes, you can come to us and tell us, this is my land and I want to construct. So we will carry you through that entire process. We will get the architecturals done, we'll get the structurals done, and then we'll submit them to the relevant county for approval. Yeah, so we help people with that, no problem.
I think that answers that. I have a budget of 300K. This is to you, Arnold. How far would that build my dream home? up to what point or level? Also, is there a slow payment plan that can help me build but still be able to get my dream home? So I think we answer the first bit first and then the second bit, which is I think something I'd asked earlier as well. 300K, how far? So I think she acknowledges that pengine haitamaliza, but how far or up to what level with 300K? Akim siseme ni kudo ile karatasi. Yeah.
Okay, that will be depend on a few things. One, what is your dream home? How does it look like? So, what is the size of your house in terms of plinth area, square meters, the kind of finishes you want? But even before you get there, there are a few things that you need to sort out before you start construction.
Okay.
You will need electricity
for the construction site.
Yeah, in the plot, because we will need that in the construction period in the project, and even after the construction, you'll still need that electricity. You'll need water. You'll need temporary stores. Yeah. You can go that direction because, to be honest, 300,000 in today is not much.
But they can start.
They can start. That
Wanaweza angusha lori za mawe na mchanga.
That is where now I'm saying you can start putting, maybe bringing in materials. Yes. You can bring in materials, and but before you bring materials, I would prefer you first of all find a good design, because for you to bring in materials, the quantity of materials you're bringing, the kind of materials you're bringing, first of all you need a design for what you're doing. Yes. So I prefer you see a consultant first, an architect. You get a good simple design that will match your desire, and then you can start now bringing in materials slowly. And then if you are not able to fund it at once, your project, through the help of that consultant, he will tell you which phases you can take first. Like I've seen people, they build, they do a slab, they finish one room, then they continue building them. They move in. I've seen that. I encourage that, because now if you say I will have to save money until it is enough to start my project, I don't think that will ever come.
Okay. So it's okay to live in an unfinished house as long as it's safe and it's been built well. You can continue even as you live in the house.
Yes, you can do that.
Yes,
but you need help of the consultant, because you will need to show you what is possible and what is not possible. Yes.
Okay, I like that. At least we've answered the two-part question right there. Hi, Mwikali. I'm Delphine. I'm 20 and an interior designer. I'm still planning on how to start saving for my dream home, and in 2 years' time would like to start. So my question is, do they have a saving plan for clients who will need their services in a few? So mimi nimekuja, I have a dream home. I still don't have money, but I trust Eastwood to build my home. And so I will start putting in money with you as I try and accumulate enough to build a home or start the project. Is that something that is possible at Eastwood?
That is something that is possible. And at the same time, with what you have, we can help you do your house in phases.
Okay.
Instead of us taking your money and sitting on it, we can help you work with that money to actually start the process. Okay. So you have X amount of money. We will tell you this is able to do the foundation. So you come, we start with the foundation. You put together a bit more money. You come, we do the walling. Come,
so that is a lot. I think that's a beautiful thing that you're doing, especially because you're working with very young people.
Yes,
who
and
do not have
it's very encouraging.
Old money, is the
need pesa ya kuhustle.
So wana hustle tu hivi kidogo, which shows great initiative.
And at 20-year-old saying they
want.
Yeah, it's very encouraging, and we love working with young people. We love working,
and we have crazy designs.
And we like crazy designs. We might clip your wings a little and tell you, okay, well, this is just dial it back a little bit. But we like the craziness. We will accommodate it. It may not go all that way, but we will give you something that will not disappoint you.
That's true. Arnold, you mentioned that also the designs and the needs change as the industry also grows. So whatever was fashionable a couple of years ago, unakumbuka kulikuwanga na kadirisha kale ka dining. Kulikuwa na kadirisha ukiwa kitchen, unapatiana plate hivi, mtu anachukulia kwa dining table. Those things I don't even want to see. You know what I mean? Like, things have evolved.
Yes.
Things have changed. How do you then, as a company, keep afloat, or to know that this time for this is over? We have now to move on to what is new. How do you keep abreast with new designs, new information?
Well, I have to say that for, as it is said, that to remain relevant, you have to update yourself.
You are listening in on the conversation with Dr.
Yes,
Wale.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you have to update yourself with not only what is happening here in Kenya, but also internationally in the world, what is happening, because mostly what happens is that those designs are up there. They put you something that can match, or that can work in our location, in this country, and in the current location that maybe you want to develop, because that is also one factor that will determine what kind of design you have. Where are you located?
Yes.
Yeah, because if you are located in a place that is maybe in a hill or something, you need a design that will
work for that,
will
because
work for that.
And also the weather conditions.
The weather conditions
also
and all that,
will determine.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, so there is a lot that is happening in the construction industry. A lot is changing from design to construction. So so much that those people who are doing this construction some time back. So if I may come back to what Dennis was explaining, that the young people right now are waking up. It is because these things are changing, and those people are not able to keep up. But we are very energetic
and young. I
and
like
young,
it. Yeah.
Young,
Yeah.
and technology is changing. We are up to date with the technology. Yeah. So
kuna mwingine hapa anauliza pia juu ya hiyo internet, anasema morning, with this age of internet, do you assist a client choose material they want? What I mean is, there is use of interlocking blocks, stones, panels. Can you assist in choosing and do a cost comparison, as every client wants to save money? The gentleman is called William. So do you also advise, if they come to you with an idea that's probably over the top, utamwambia, you know, kuna hii na hii na hii, which will also help you achieve the same thing, but at a cheaper cost?
Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes there are these emerging trends that come to us, and they seem, on the surface, they seem like they will save you money, and yet they will really not. Or it will mean you compromise something, or sometimes they actually do work, and they actually save you a lot of money. Yes, yes. So for them, when you come to us, we'll be able to sit down and tell you, okay, this is what is conventional, this is what you're coming up with, or we'll do a comparison, and then we'll tell you, okay, if you go this way, it will cost you this amount of money, and you'll be able to gain this. If you go this way, you know, you'll be able to save 30-40% of your nini, but it means maybe you give up a little something. Yeah. So if you're able to, if it's okay with you, then yeah, but we will help you. We'll help you do a comparison. We'll help you know exactly what can work for you.
And does it go all the way with Eastwood, from, well, we've talked about all the way till we're building you a home? Do we also have an interior designer who will help if a client wants to go all the way to seeing, I want this kinds of colors, I want this kind of finishing, this kinds of chandeliers? Is it something that also is available at Eastwood?
Yes, yes, okay. We do have a very, very good in-house interior designer.
Okay.
So as the construction goes on, we hook you up with the interior designer, so that even as the
it's
structure
a one-stop shop.
It is a one-stop shop.
I like that. Final question
shop
here before I let you guys go. Heimwicks, where are they based? Can they help me out? I'm in Kisii. Where are you guys based? And social media handles, and if you can help in Kisii.
We do projects all over the country. We are based here in Nairobi, but we can reach out every part of the country. We do everywhere. So yes, we can help.
And how can people get in touch with you then, so that hata akiwa Kisii, kwa sababu mnaweza fika, kuna namba ya simu, email, social media?
Yes, kutufikia, we are physical location, we are at Ramco House. You can ask Eastwood Build Group. Everyone will show you there. Ramco House. And social media, you can find us in Twitter at Eastwood's Build Group. You can find us on Instagram at Eastwood's Builders, Facebook Eastwood's Build Group, and you can also call us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tupatie namba ama namba tutapata pale.
Namba naweza peana.
Tupatie
yeah, so you can call on 0795 621 033. Yeah, that
tupatie
is.
tena hiyo. Just say it again.
0795 621 033. That will
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming through and making us realize that we can start building our dream home now. So with the question of the lady asking about the 300K, yes, you can start. So don't keep it somewhere. Well, you can just go to them and they will help you walk the journey to the end at your own pace, okay? We're taking a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Mwikali.